This story will help you practice English through a real situation in daily life. You can listen first, then repeat the sentences out loud to practice speaking. The English is simple, calm, and easy to understand. Relax, focus on the sounds, and let's begin the story together. I will speak this story slowly so you can repeat after me and practice more English with me. So, let's start. Now pause, take a deep breath, and repeat after me slowly because your journey starts today. My name is Jennifer. This is not just a story. This is my story. I live in Chicago, a big city, cold winters, busy streets, fast life. People here don't stop. Everyone is running. Everyone is chasing something. And me? I am chasing my dream. I dream of becoming a police officer. I was not always strong. I was not always confident. I was just a normal girl. Quiet, simple, a little scared. I live with my mother. She is the strongest person I know. She works very hard. Sometimes she works 2 jobs. She comes home tired, very tired. But still, she smiles. One night, I asked her, "Mom, why do you work so hard?" She looked at me and said softly, "Because I want you to have a better life." That moment changed me. I realized something. Life is not easy, but giving up is not an option. One day, I was walking on the street. I saw a police officer. He was helping a woman. She looked scared, but he was calm, strong, respectful. That moment stayed in my heart, and I said to myself, I want to become like him, not for power, not for fame, but to help people, to protect people, to make my mother proud. But the truth is, dreams are not easy. At school, I was not the best student. Sometimes I didn't understand lessons. Sometimes I felt lost. Other students laughed at me. They said, "You, police officer? That's too big for you. You are not strong enough." Their words hurt, deeply. At night, I would sit near my window, looking outside, thinking, maybe they are right. Maybe I can't do this. I felt weak, but then I remembered my mother, working hard, never complaining, never quitting, and I said to myself, if she can fight, so can I. The next day, I made a decision. I will not quit. I started waking up early, very early. The city was quiet. The sky was dark, but I was awake. I wore my shoes and went outside. I started running. At first, it was very hard. My legs hurt. My chest felt heavy. I wanted to stop, but I didn't. I slowed down, but I kept moving, step by step, every morning, slowly. I became stronger. Then I started studying more. After school, I sat with my books. No excuses. Sometimes I didn't understand things. Sometimes I felt tired. But I didn't stop. Because I knew if I stop, my dream stops. Days passed. Weeks passed. Months passed. I was changing. I became more focused, more disciplined. But the journey was... One day, I failed an important test. I worked very hard, but I still failed. That day, I felt broken. I went home, sat quietly, no talking, no phone, just silence. Tears came, and I said, maybe I am not good enough. I almost gave up, almost. But then, I asked myself one question. If I quit today, what will I become tomorrow? Silence answered. Nothing will change. That answer scared me. So I stood up, wiped my tears, and said, one more try. That moment changed everything. I stopped blaming myself. I started learning from my mistakes. I asked for help. I practiced more. I improved little by little. Not fast, but steady. Then came another test. This time, I was ready. I stayed calm. I gave my best. And this time, I passed. It was not perfect, but it was progress. And progress gave me confidence. Years passed. I became stronger, inside and outside. Finally, the day came. The police exam. I stood outside the center. My heart was beating fast, but my mind was calm. Because I knew I worked hard. I entered the room, focused. I answered every question slowly, carefully, without fear. After the exam, the waiting started. Waiting is hard. Every day felt long. Every moment felt heavy. Then one day, the result came. My hands were shaking. I opened it slowly. I searched for my name, and then I saw it. My name. I passed. I couldn't believe it. Tears filled my eyes. I ran to my mother. "Mom, I did it!" She hugged me, tightly. She was crying. But those were happy tears. But the journey was not over. Training started. Hard training. Very hard. Strict rules. No excuses. Some days, my body hurt. Some days, my mind felt tired. But I didn't quit, because I remembered why I started. I pushed myself, again and again, until one day I wore the uniform. For the first time, I stood in front of the mirror, silent, looking at myself. I smiled, not because I looked powerful, but because I had become strong. From a girl who doubted herself to a woman who believed in herself. Now, I stand on the streets of Chicago, helping people, protecting people, serving with pride. People see a police officer, but I see my journey, my pain, my effort, my growth. And if you are listening to me, I want to tell you something. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. You just need to try again and again, even when it is hard, even when it is slow, because one day you will stand strong and you will say, "I did not give up," and that will be your greatest victory.